Hello there, friends. Are you a new health coach who's holding back from getting that first client or just feeling not ready to start coaching? I've got a great checklist to share with you today of 5 things that are important to have before you start with your first client. Because if you don't have these things in place, you're probably going to be feeling unprepared, unsure of what to do and how to coach, and this will ultimately leave you feeling like a fraud and worried that your client won't have a good experience working with you. On the other hand, with these 5 coaching basics in place, you will go into that first session feeling ready, prepared, confident, and like a professional coach who knows what they're doing. So which would you prefer? So let's start with my first tip, which is to shift into the coach mindset. So that means letting go of the mindset of being the authority, the teacher, the educator, or the health expert, or being a medical professional. The coach mindset is all about being an ally, a guide, a partner, a collaborator who believes that the client is naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. And we also hold that the client is not broken. They do not need to be fixed or rescued. So where is your mindset? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being still in expert and authority mode and 10 being fully embrace the coach mindset, ask yourself this question. If you're not up in the 8 to 10 range, then you likely need to do some mindset work. So number 2 really follows along from number 1 and is also a bit about a mindset shift. I often hear from new coaches who feel they need to have all the answers. They worry that what they're going to do if a client asks them a question they don't have the answer to. So have you let go of the need to know it all and have all the answers? Are you worried that you won't be able to answer all your questions and they'll think that you don't know what you're talking about? The bottom line here is that you are never going to know it all, and you're not supposed to know it all as a coach. Remember, your client is the one with the answers, you are the one with the questions. And if your client does ask you questions, it's okay to say, I don't know. But better yet, it's much more empowering to invite your client to do their own research and find their own answers. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a strong urge to know it all, and 10 being you've released this limiting belief, how would you rate yourself? Alrighty, we're moving on here now to sign number 3. So you are ready for your first client if you have a coaching structure and process to follow. So do you have a welcome packet to send to your clients before coaching starts? Are you prepared for foundation sessions that are going to set your clients up for coaching success? Do you know how to support your client with health and personality assessments and inventories? Do you know how to assess your client's readiness for change? Are you able to lead visioning and values exercises? Do you know how to lead your client through a SMART goal setting process? If you answered yes to these questions, then awesome. Well done, you are ready. If not, you might need to learn a coaching structure and process to guide your clients through. So for this one, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being low, you have no structure and process in place, and 10 being high, that you've got this covered, how would you rate yourself? So let's move on now to sign number 4, which is that you know how to facilitate ongoing coaching sessions after your foundation has been set. These are really going to support your client as they implement their wellness plan. So you're familiar with all the steps necessary to do an accountability check-in. You know how to set the agenda for the session. You know how to explore and process what the client wants to work on, and you can guide your client through resistance, ambivalence, and help get them back on track when they've fallen off. Do you know how to also set SMART action steps and understand how to set loophole-free accountability? And in this one, you're able to end the session with acknowledgements and learnings. So if you said yes to most of these questions, then amazing. You are likely ready to support your clients effectively as they implement their action plans. If not, you likely need to do some work in this area. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 low, 1 is low, 10 is high, How would you rate yourself in leading ongoing coaching sessions? And then finally, we come to sign number 5. This is that you are ready for that first client if you have solid coaching skills. And really the first skill to have in place is establishing your coaching presence. It's that being of coaching, right? Which is all about how you show up and hold space for your clients. Other key coaching skills that are important to have. Do you know how to develop rapport and trust with your client? Do you have excellent communication skills? How about your active listening? Do you know how to reflect and mirror and summarize? Are you okay with silence and pausing? And how is your pacing during a coaching session? Are you skilled at asking high mileage, open-ended questions? Can you competently guide a client through their current state, future state? And do you know how to coach to the gap? If you answered yes to most of these questions, then well done. You do have solid coaching skills and are ready for that first client. If not, then likely a refresher and some practice might help you up-level those skills. So for this final one, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low and 10 being high, how would you rate your health coaching skills? Awesome. So now it's time to look back over your scores and see what areas need some work and which areas you're good to go in. Are you ready for your first client? So these signs are really everything that I teach in depth in my Health Coaching Essentials course. And right now I'm offering just a short summer promo with a $100 discount on my self-study version of the course. So this sale is not gonna last long, so please take advantage of it while it's offered. So you just use the code SAVE100 and I will put all of the details in the description below. Thanks so much for tuning in and sticking around to the end. Have a great day.